We host a show called the Late Night Live Show. It is on our Narrow Street Films Facebook page. You can go to www.facebook.com/Narrow Street Films and watch the show and send us comments and talk about, us or insult us or talk about yourself. Talk about whatever you want. We're going to comment on it. And this is what we do every week. Every week there's always some little thing that is just like, why the heck did this happen? Because it's a live show, so all those things are, constantly evolving. But I will say this. I was driving down the highway today, and it was pouring rain out, all right? I literally saw a guy who was towing his boat, all right, with his truck, switch around and use the boat to tow the truck because it was raining so hard on the highway. I came up with that joke literally driving down the highway, and I thought, that's pretty funny. Thank you. A pathetic clap for that. Thank you. Can I get a pathetic clap? Thank you. There's one person clapping about that. But anyways, we're on every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. to 8. We interview authors, comedians, musicians, actors, filmmakers, and we talk about the entertainment industry. Mm-hmm. We talk about it to a nauseating degree sometimes. Yeah. Yep.
Sometimes we know what we're talking about.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Last week we had war movies, and we had no idea what we were talking about. None of us had seen any of the movies in the top 10 list.
Apparently Star Wars doesn't count as a war movie.
Yeah.
Who knew, right?
And Braveheart was number 11 on the top 10 list.
Which is lame.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's
just ridiculous. But this week, since Avengers: Infinity War is coming out, we're talking superhero movies, and we actually did some polls. A little bit of polls. And
DC versus Marvel polls.
Right, and you're obviously Marvel.
Well, yes and no. I really love Superman, but I'm definitely more Team Cap, so there's that.
You're Marvel, Annie.
Okay, I'm Marvel.
All right. Fine. Spider-Man or Flash?
Spider-Man.
All right. Captain America or Superman?
Oh, that's too hard. Don't ask me.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Sure. Yeah.
That was too hard. I actually voted for both in our poll. That's
illegal.
And I didn't vote at all on the Batman versus Iron Man one because I just couldn't pick.
Really?
Well, it's Adam West versus
Adam West, Batman.
Robert Downey Jr. I just can't.
Yeah, that's
if it was
true.
Christian Bale, I'm sorry. Adam West wins.
Well, Adam West is Batman.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I think everyone will admit. Even the Gopher will admit that Adam West is Batman.
Oh, yeah, the Gopher's totally.
That's his name.
Yeah, the Gopher.
No, Adam West.
All right.
We've been trying to figure out what to name the Gopher. All
right.
Adam West.
Right, because obviously look at him and you think of Adam West.
We got issues. Anyways. So this week we have Jenna Brooks.
Yes, we do.
An editor and friend of yours.
Mm-hmm.
Edited your first book, I believe, right?
First and second book.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Very, very cool.
Chopped it right down the size.
Chopped it right down the size, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the tears.
Oh, yeah. There was great weeping and gnashing of teeth. And it was painful, but I emerged a stronger person because of it.
Right. I look at you. You got this sort of badass type of vibe going on. You got the leather jacket and the jeans.
Well, I was going to take the leather jacket off, but I was staining wood today, so my arms are all stained.
So you got all paint on your arms?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's under my nails and everything. I had an apron and all protective wear. I even had gloves on, and I still got it all over me.
Don't worry, this is not high-def television. They're not going to be able to tell that, that you have, nor do I think anyone is going to care, besides you. We become so self-conscious, honey. But you look good in the jacket.
Why, thank you.
But yeah, so it's going to be a fun show today. We're going to have Derek up here later, and we'll start talking about the top 10. We'll start talking about the top 10 superhero movies. And I took a look at the list, obviously, because I'm supposed to before the show. But I was very impressed at how many of the films I actually saw.
Me and Derek are talking about, we actually have to talk about number 11.
Okay. I'm looking forward. Oh, jeez, another number 11.
Yeah.
All right. This is the Late Night Live Show. We're on every Wednesday night from 7 to 8. And we will be right back in just a second. Okay. I timed this wrong. And we are back. It's the Late Night Live Show. We're on every Wednesday night from 7 to 8. We interview, I almost said business owners because I used to host a TV show, a radio show where I did interview business owners. And I almost said business owners and people making a difference in New Hampshire. But that's not who we're interviewing on this. Typically, people we interview on this show. We interview musicians and actors and filmmakers. And this week, our topic, because we have a topic every week now, and this week's topic, because Avengers Infinity War is coming out, this week's topic is superhero movies.
Right, and also it's Free Comic Book Week, right?
Yeah, this Saturday, May 5th, is International Free Comic Book Day at your local comic book store. So.
Definitely get
Do
that.
you think Marvel planned that to the release of this?
I think actually it's always been the early part of May, so historically.
So then they probably did plan it.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
did actually
Yeah.
move it back a week, so I wonder if that was why.
All right. Well, what do we have for the top 10 list, Tony?
Okay, so we're actually going to start with 11.
Again.
11
All right.
should have been on the top 10 list. And number 11 is Iron Man, the 2008 version with Robert Downey Jr. and directed by Jon Favreau. I think I said that.
Favreau. Yep. You
Favreau.
actually said that
Yes!
right. Yes.
Yes, I did everything right this time.
It's
That-
Iron Man.
Iron Man. It's like Running Man, except he has an accent. Iron. All right.
Yeah.
So that is a very good movie. I don't know why that's not on the list. That's because that kind of started the whole Marvel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
It
I
started
mean,
the whole
The
Avengers
rebirth.
arc.
The whole rebirth, yeah, and the event.
Yeah. Which is pretty cool. Which is pretty cool. So.
So I want to say the Spider-Man and X-Men movies really started the current era comic book movies, but Iron Man was the one that
Okay, they
brought it.
started
Avengers.
making
Yeah.
comic
Yeah.
movies, but the wave of Marvel
really start with Iron Man.
with Iron Man,
so-
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, but let's move on to number 10.
Okay, number 10 is the 2004 movie The Incredibles, directed by Brad Bird and starring Craig T. Nelson and Samuel L. Jackson.
Brad Bird, who directed the latest couple Mission Impossible movies.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot
Yeah,
of
I
sense.
think one of the Mission Impossibles was like his first live-action film.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
But now you
explains
didn't
a
like
lot.
The Incredibles.
I didn't, but it was so long ago that I saw it, I can't honestly tell you why.
Yeah.
But I just was not. I know
remember-
everyone loved it, and I did love the Cape line, but I.
But see, right, I agree. 'Cause I
Yeah.
remember watching it at the time, and thinking, "Oh, this is a good movie," and then just never watching it again.
Never
Like,
thinking about it again. Have
Yeah.
you seen it?
Nah, I
Okay.
just, no.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
To
But
me,
I mean,
it's not superheroes.
Yeah.
but I know the Incredibles 2 is coming out. I think did we already discuss that on this show?
I think that's one of the trailers we're talking about. today.
Oh,
Trailer
okay.
trash,
So
yes.
let's not talk about that. Let's
No,
move
talk
right on
about
to
that.
number
Yeah,
9.
yep.
Okay, number 9 is X-Men: Days of Future Past, directed by Bryan Singer and starring Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen.
Or
and Hugh Jackman.
Otherwise known as the film that fixed the Brett Ratner X-Men film. Like, that's really, that's really what Days of Future Past is. Also, the film that shows that Wolverine is kind of useless without the metal claws.
Okay,
If you watch the movie,
Adamantium, the adamantium
yeah, without the
steel.
adamantium, yeah, he's really, when he goes up against like the villains, he's kind of useless in a way because he goes back in time to a point before he had the adamantium claws.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
I haven't seen this particular.
It's a good
movie
one.
yet,
I
so-
think.
it's good.
Yeah,
It's great. It's
yeah.
really good.
I think it's one of the best action movies.
Okay.
But I don't know. X2 is probably the best one.
I don't know, I kind of like the Days of the
Future Past. Yeah. But I'm also one of the few guys that liked the first Wolverine movie.
Being a diehard to the origin and the
Yeah.
of Wolverine, it was a little.
I thought the second one was boring. The second Wolverine movie was boring, and I thought Logan was overrated.
That's the general consensus.
Yeah, okay. All right, so good. All right, so let's move on to the next one. I think we can all agree on this one. I
yeah.
actually know. No, this is going to be interesting. Go for it.
Okay, so number 8 is Guardians of the Galaxy, the 2014 movie. I'll just check this. Directed by James Gunn, starring Chris Pratt and Vin Diesel.
And Bradley Cooper.
And Bradley
Bradley
Cooper.
Cooper,
And Bradley Cooper.
And Zoe Saldana.
Yeah.
So.
Now, you don't like this movie, right?
No, I do. Oh, no, I definitely do.
Oh, okay. I thought this was the one. Okay.
No, Guardians, definitely.
Okay, all right. Yeah, this was like, to me, it was not the best put together movie. My earpiece is falling out right now. It's not the best put together movie, but it has got to be one of the most, if not the most fun Marvel movie.
Well, it was definitely the one nobody was expecting to be good. Like, you watch the commercial and you're like, okay. And then the moment that sold it for me, when I was in the theater watching it, was the opening scene when Chris Pratt kicks the little rat thing, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna love this movie. I am just gonna love this movie. So.
Yeah, no, absolutely excellent movie all around.
Okay, all right. Now,
nice use of Howard the Duck. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotta give him props for that.
And bringing back the Walkman and the cassette tape.
Yep.
memories.
Yeah.
Memories.
Of course, that was
soundtrack too.
You know, that was before our time, though.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah. None of us had a mixtape at all.
No, VHS. What's that?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Right? Yeah, no idea. The big plastic cases. Remember the big plastic cases?
Yeah. I remember the things getting all unwound and tangled up, and so.
Someone's phone's ringing right now, and it's going live over air. So, I don't. It's a pleasant little tune.
Somebody in the audience. Please silence your phone.
Yes.
All right. So.
But did you hang on a second before we go to finish up though? Did you see the second Guardians movie?
No, I have not.
Shamefully, I have not.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Wow, we're all such losers.
No, I did see it.
Oh, you did?
I didn't like it.
Oh, you didn't like it?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of want to ask you why, but I'm kind of not sure I'm ready to hear the answer.
Rehashed. That's what I feel about it.
Okay.
You know,
little Groot.
It was just like the honeymoon was over in a way. I mean, that's what it felt like.
Wow.
It's like, you know, it didn't take like the next step. And a lot of people died in it.
Really?
You know, like there was some pretty big battle sequences in the first one.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people got killed. This was just like massive amount of people got killed in this film.
Huh.
Yeah. Too big for its own good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really looking forward to seeing them in the Infinity War movie. I am still looking forward to that.
All right.
So.
All right, but let's move on.
Speaking of which, number 7, Avengers, the 2012 movie, directed by Joss Whedon and starring Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, and Scarlett Johansson. Oh, and Jeremy Renner. And like everybody.
Okay.
Original Avengers we're talking?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
I thought it was I loved all the characters. It wasn't my favorite of the series.
Really?
No.
Which one's your favorite of the series?
I think Civil War was a better overall plot, better overall story, and but my absolute favorite of all the Avengers movie is still Winter Soldier. It's still my favorite.
Winter Soldier is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's Captain America / as opposed
I
to
know.
just the Avengers.
And why
I kind
can't
of
we
get
just
distracted by Captain America a lot. Okay.
Can I say, why can't we just call Civil War an Avengers movie? Because it really
was, but
Yeah,
it was told from Captain America's point of view, so I could see why they put the Captain America label on it.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Well, okay. So Josh Whedon, the guy who should have directed The Force Awakens, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right.
You know my opinion.
yeah. I think we do know. Right. He was like, I was really concerned whether or not he was going to be a good director for this, but I think he really did it. But we only get a minute, so let's go into the number 6.
Okay, number 6 goes off the Marvel train altogether, and it's V for Vendetta, the 2005 movie directed by James McTeague. I think I'm saying that right. Starring Hugo Weaving and Natalie Portman. I've not seen it, so I have no opinion on it.
You have to see it.
Okay.
It's really a fantastic movie. And interesting, Alan Moore, the guy who actually created originally for DC's Vertigo, never saw the movie.
Really?
He never saw the movie. He doesn't even want to see it.
Wow. I've never seen it either. So.
I know Natalie Portman shaves her head in it. That's like a big deal. 'Cause I remember all the girls talking about that.
Yes.
They couldn't have done that. In my circle, anyway.
All right. Well, anyways, we got to move on because we are going to have to get our guests up. We're going to get our guests up on the on the stage right now. But this is a clip from one of her advertisement for one of her books. So check it out.
Oh, hey, come on, from the top. Yep. Nice. Hey, go get that shield. Hey, Dan.
Hey, Rob, how you been?
Good. What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm here to meet Terry and my agent, Chris.
This is Terry's house?
Yeah.
What are all those guys doing here?
I never got any cards.
Well, they're always here. So what have you been up to, man?
I was just teaching Alex some self-defense stuff.
Man, that kid will just not give up.
What do you mean?
Well, he's trying to kill Judy.
Judy Durkin?
Yeah, that's why he wants you to train him.
What'll Judy do if she finds out I'm teaching?
Why don't you ask for yourself?
I'll eat your soul, you freaking little stupid moronic
Judy, calm down.
You haven't met her, have you?
Judy, just let him go. Go easy.
I'll deal with you later.
Guys, a little help.
Sorry, I was busy.
Doing what?
I don't think that's really any of your business.
Come on, guys. I'll do anything.
What about the car?
You're joking, right?
Never mind. Have fun, Judy.
Guys, we need to calm down before this gets out of hand.
A little too late for that.
Fine. Take the car.
Holy sh! Guys, everybody needs to just calm down. Bill,
What?
I told you to bring a real gun.
Well, give me one of yours.
Guns down, Judy.
Hey, you get the guns, dude.
So does that mean I gotta put down mine?
I'm not sure.
Dan, do something.
You know, I really loved you, but I'm late for my meeting, man. Hey, it was great seeing you.
You serious?
Bye, Dan.
Okay, Judy. Now slowly release the Alec.
The Alec?
You're barking at the wrong tree, Jimmy. I'll bury you.
I'm gonna let you guys handle this.
You stay right there.
Well, hell, looks like we got ourselves a Mexican standoff.
Dude, I'm Indian.
Yeah, I know, man. It's...
I'm Irish.
You are?
On my mother's side.
Yeah, I know. A Mexican standoff is a... Look, all right, we got ourselves just a regular old standoff here, all right?
Guys, this isn't even. Someone has to be the bigger person here.
Dude, I think you're the biggest guy here.
Oh, God, that's not what I mean. I should have just stayed home. I just needed money to fix the car.
Well, get in the car.
Why do I feel like this ain't gonna end well for us?
Hey, Terry, how you doing? I hope I'm not late for the meeting.
Oh, don't worry about it. Are the guys still over there?
Yeah, they're playing with their guns as usual.
Yeah, okay. All right, okay, idea. How would you like to play a detective? Oh, God damn it!
Yeah, Mr. DeVideo will be speaking through me.
And how'd you get in here, you little twerp?
Well, you don't lock all your windows.
I don't lock all my doors, come to think of it either.
Well, windows are not fun, you know?
Jesus.
Duck!
What?
Duck!
Oh, hey, Rob, how you doing? So I said we were going to be playing the trailer for her book. And now the trailer for her book wasn't episode, 20 of Artists and Idiots called The Mexican Standoff, because that's not a book that you wrote, The Mexican Standoff, about,
No.
a bunch of random people sitting in my parents' place.
Well, I wish I would have written it.
That was...
Obviously, she hasn't seen it.
yes.
Trying to be nice.
I got punched at the end of it, so that's, that's good.
Oh, boy.
I get slugged really good at the
I
end of
gotta
it.
see that. Definitely.
Yeah,
it's good
definitely
stuff.
at this point. Jenna, how are you?
It's about time I got here.
It is about time you got on the
Except
show.
she told me there'd be ice cream.
Oh, wow.
I had to get her here somehow.
She's
Yeah,
a
see?
liar. Look at the jacket. All right?
I know you don't trust anybody that's wearing a leather jacket.
Don't trust anybody that's wearing a leather jacket. I forgot mine tonight, by the way. But it's great to have you here. You know.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thanks
it's been
for
a
the
long
invitation.
time. Award-winning author.
Yes.
Yeah. So, because I noticed there's a couple, because I was going through your website recently, because I just was on there last week because I knew you were coming on. Now, how many awards have you won in this, or is it just?
It's the one award, but I've gotten some critical acclaim for
Wow.
the others.
That's really.
Yeah, it's the reader's favorite award, which is a pretty big deal.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
pretty
That, I
big
mean,
deal.
that's okay. Now you have to excuse me in this because I'm not a writer, like that beyond a coloring book, So, and I'm not a reader beyond
a coloring book. Yeah.
a coloring book, right?
You're mean.
Yeah, look at the jacket. I mean,
I know.
Yeah, it just.
I'm nice when I wear a sweater. Let's put it
Nice,
that way.
yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. So now. So this is really cool because we had a lot of authors on the show, but we haven't had a award-winning author on the
No,
show. No,
it's
so
the
you're,
first.
you're the first. That's pretty cool.
And it was
I
for
feel
her
like
first book
waving.
as well, so first time out of the gate, yeah.
Yeah,
But I am curious. October Snow. All right. What was your inspiration for that?
I knew it.
Yeah.
I used to be a divorce coach, and I handled domestic violence cases, women only. We went for a restraining order, and the woman's soon-to-be ex-husband was in the parking lot in his big old truck. And as I was getting her into her car, he started screaming epithets out the window and death threats, and he was going to run me down, basically.
Wow.
And so I got her out of there, and he was like inching a little bit closer, and I kind of, oh, my kids were mad about this. I kind of stood there and I stared at him and I said, "Go ahead, you moron. If you kill me, you're going to go to jail." And well, I'm not his wife.
Right, yeah.
You know, and there is a difference if you kill somebody that you're not married to.
Yeah.
So that's how I was driving home afterwards, and I was just so angry. I could barely drive up East Sterry Road. I was just like, and when I finally calmed down a little bit, I started thinking about what had happened, and what if he had run me down? And then from there came the story of October Snow.
Now, could you give a brief synopsis of October Snow?
A brief one?
I know this is very difficult to ask a writer to just, give the overview and the tagline for, it's just as bad when you're writing a script, by the way, too. Just so you know.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Josie Kane is a burned out master manipulator, used to work with battered women, and her best friend winds up being stalked by an abuser. And so Josie decides that she's going to put an end to that, and she does.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really twisted and dark. I've read it.
Well, it's
a good
funny
book.
too, though. I mean, there's fun parts in it. But there's 3 friends. I mean, it's not all she's just, tearing the hide off the abuser. Isn't there? There's fun stuff.
Oh yeah, there is fun stuff.
Okay.
There is, yeah.
So is it going to be a 3-part series? Or
Yes.
is it a 2-part? Okay, so a trilogy.
Right.
On that. Now, okay, I love big stories, and I love continuing storylines and large epics, and so trilogies to me are always like the most interesting. And how do you? Trilogies are interesting because they kind of stop at a certain point. So you have to have a arc, but you can't have the biggest arc in the world because it has to have almost as much of a conclusion as a standalone film would have.
Right.
So a standalone story would have. So what's been interesting about writing a book series as opposed to just an individual book?
Well, the difficulties are keeping all the characters straight.
Mm-hmm.
But there were 3 messages that I wanted to get out in the October Snow series. Like October Snow is about maternal alienation. It's about what happens to a woman after she gets out of an abusive situation, because we have no services for women after they get away. There just aren't any. Book 2, An Early Frost, was about what happens when a child has grown up in that kind of atmosphere of abuse and neglect and everything, and what kind of an adult that person becomes. And book 3 is kind of revenge for all the stuff that's going on in the first 2 books.
So is it going to be like, so let me see, you have October Snow, Early Frost, and then do you have
Meltdown.
the Meltdown? Okay, it is going to be Meltdown, all right.
And that's the end of it. But Meltdown barbecues the legal system. Is
Okay.
What it does. Yeah.
I like the names. Like
Yeah.
I really like the names on that. So, okay, so now October Snow and Early Frost are done. They're right.
Yeah, well, I actually have
Right.
an Early Frost here.
When do you think Meltdown will be completed?
I'm hoping this fall.
Okay, so you are in the process of writing it right now. Then.
It's done. I was going to let her read it, kind of beta the book for me.
But the way she's treated me now.
I know. Yeah.
I'll take my jacket off when I read it, I promise.
Thanks.
It's like a Venom thing.
No, I'm looking it over one more time, and then I'm giving it to my editor after probably in June. It'll go to the editor.
Now, you're an editor yourself.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Do you find it difficult letting someone else edit your book? I know it's necessary,
hideous.
but do you find it difficult?
It's hideous. And she uses a big red pen. No, she does. You thought I was bad with your books?
Well, does she put big X's through like 5 pages at a time?
No,
in your
but
book?
she's
Okay.
done like one big red streak down a page.
Okay, that's still painful.
Did I do X's?
Yeah, you did.
I did.
And sometimes you wrote no on the page too, but I got past it. I'm over it now. It doesn't bother me at all.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Yes, I did a couple times. I did, because it was like, I remember a couple times there was the same mistake, like on three consecutive chapters. So that was probably when I wrote the no.
Probably.
Okay, sorry.
You two okay?
We're getting there.
We got into a 2-week fight over the word "and" on her back cover copy. Do you remember that?
Vaguely, yeah. I just remember
Yeah.
the squirrel incident.
Oh, the
of
squirrel.
2014.
She still sends me gracious greetings on National Squirrel Day in January, just to, bring it all back.
There's a National Squirrel Day.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's like January 27th.
All ADD people are just crashing everywhere. It's just destruction. No, but I was talking to my girlfriend the other day. We're both kind of ADD, and she literally said squirrel because there was a squirrel. Like, she's in the middle of the conversation. Oh, look, a squirrel! It genuinely happened. I saw it. It was not a joke. I'm like, wow. It was an amazing moment.
Yeah, I did that too.
Added through everything in life. That's what I come down to. An amazing moment. This should say a lot about my life. But anyway, so after Meltdown, do you have any other particular book series you want to start, or is there?
I've got a couple ideas. There's a self-help I want to put out for what I was talking about before, after abuse and what women can do to try to recover. I have seminars that I teach. I teach an author's seminar, and the Derry School District bought After Awareness, which is this book right here. And I did a seminar based on that one, which I'm very proud of, so I'm hoping that fills up for the fall semester. And maybe spend a little more time with my kids. Would be nice.
Very good.
That's a project I need to put on the calendar.
Hey, well, anyways, this has been a lot of fun having you here.
It has been fun.
So thank you for coming out and tolerating us on the show.
I tolerate her all the time.
Yeah. Where can people find out more about your stuff?
They can Google Jenna Brooks online. Everything's there.
All right, cool. Well, Jenna, thank you for being on. We're going to be playing a trailer. The actual trailer for one of her books now is going to be the next thing that we're going to be playing.
Okay.
And then we're going to be getting back to the top 5 on the remainder of our list of the top 10 superhero movies. So, all right. So we will be watching a trailer.
Okay,
it should
cool.
be fun. All right. Stay tuned. Late Night Live Show. Right back. All right, and we're back. Yes. So the Late Night Live Show. We're on every Wednesday night from 7 to 8. Okay. Now we have the remainder of our 5 list for best superhero movies.
Yep.
And because this week our theme is superhero movies because of Avengers: Infinity Wars. All right. So yes. And Saturday is what, Free Comic Book Day?
Yep, Free Comic Book Day.
All right. So Arnie, take away the list.
All right, so number 5 on the highest rated superhero list is Batman Begins, the 2005 movie directed by Christopher Nolan and starring Christian Bale.
I would love to say something about that, but I think Derek has something to say.
Excellent choice. Being a huge fan of Batman, I mean, I know you said Adam West was Batman, but he was the campy Batman of the 70s. Leave it at that. Christian Bale was the real Batman. He was the genuine, real deal
Terry,
Batman.
I can't sit in the same couch. I'm sorry.
I stand my ground. He was a true, He was a true playboy as Bruce Wayne, and he could play the dark side of Batman. That's my take, and I'm sticking to it.
Wow. Okay.
I have an opinion about that, but Arnie, I'll let you say something.
All I thought Christian Bale was a great Batman, but honestly, every time he walked on the screen, all I could see was the kid from the Newsies. So that kind of took away from the Batmanness of the movie for me.
Well, there's always American Psycho.
Yeah, yeah, that's true too.
But thankfully that didn't taint my.
But he was an excellent, serious Batman. I have two categories of Batman.
Yeah.
There's Adam West, which trumps all Batmans. But after that, there's Christian Bale. He heads the list definitely.
Well, Adam West had his place, and I'm not going to discredit because as a kid, I mean, of course he was before my time, but as a kid, loved him as Batman.
Yeah.
No argument there.
Terry, do you have something to say?
Sure. Move on to the next one.
In case the audience is wondering, we kind of got yelled at because Terry was doing most of the talking. So we're trying to adjust that now. Okay. So anyway, so number 4, I have not seen, so Terry, you're going to have to say something for this one, is Deadpool, the 2016 movie starring Ryan Reynolds. I know, right? I'm terrible.
No.
And directed by Tim Miller. Take it away, boys. Was it a good movie?
Deadpool, absolutely. And you know what? And if they say Terry talks too much, Ryan Reynolds talks even more than he does. So, and that is why he was probably the best Deadpool, period.
Okay. All right. That's awesome. I mean, it looked fantastically funny and definitely darker than a lot of the other movies.
Well, I think it was the first rated, well, I should say Blade was rated R.
Oh, I keep forgetting Blade was a comic movie.
Yeah, Wesley Snipes.
Punisher.
And Punisher, well, that's not on the list for a reason.
No, but rated R.
Yes, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's a war zone, but no, Deadpool was definitely an excellent movie, and yeah, very grim and very comical at the same time.
Okay, all right.
I'm waiting for when I talk for like a word counter to come up to see, like, you know, when you're typing in on Facebook and there's a limited amount of words that you get to say, you know. So Deadpool was awesome. Move on.
Yeah. Well, if you have fragmented sentences, that'd be good because the audience would be like, what was he trying to say? Well, what about Nancy?
Okay, so number 3 is The Dark Knight Rises, the 2012 movie starring Christian Bale and directed by Christopher Nolan. This one is the one with Tom Hardy and Anne Hathaway as well. Anne Hathaway playing the Catwoman.
Little surprised that this outranked Batman Begins. There was a lot of good elements to it. I mean, being the final Chris Nolan Batman series. Wasn't a huge fan of the Bane character, but I didn't hate it either.
Come on, seriously, all right? Perhaps he's wondering why you would bother to shoot a man before throwing him out of a plane. That guy was friggin' awesome as Bane, all right? And Tom Hardy's like shorter than me. He's like an extra midget, you know what I mean? Like, he's great. He's to come across as this big, beefy, totally intimidating guy without any CGI, all right? And the fact that he didn't have his mouth or anything like that to move at all. He was able to act everything pretty much with just his eyes and simple gestures.
But if you saw the original costume, you understand why I lean against it, because it's not authentic to the real Bane that.
But okay, but we're not talking comic book. If we want to talk about Christopher Nolan's take on a comic book movie, it's truly just Batman Begins. The rest of them are just thrillers that have comic book elements in them.
I think number 1 has a lot to do with.
Number one, we all know why. When we get to number 1, we all know why. Yeah, we know why that one is there.
Okay.
But I will say
I have a
this.
sub question for this one. So,
Okay.
Okay. Anne Hathaway is Catwoman. Now, I have
great.
very strong. Okay,
Yeah,
that was my
yeah.
opinion. Is she your fate? Like, where does she rank in the Catwoman?
I didn't think she was going to do a good job, and I heard that she was going to play it. I was like, that's okay. No, she's a Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, she's in The Princess Diaries. Like, how could she
Right.
do that?
I mean, and what was Eartha Kitt?
Eartha Kitt. Oh, she's still my favorite.
Yeah, Eartha Kitt
I'm
was
really obsessed with the Adam West series.
right. Yeah, but Eartha Kitt as a Catwoman in general was good. It's like the guy who played the Riddler in the original Batman TV series was actually a really good Riddler. Like, he was, you know. He was quite good as a Riddler.
I mean, Cesar Romero as the Joker was awesome, but not really Joker.
Right. You know.
Cesar Romero with.
So, her, because it was her version of Christopher Nolan's version, as she worded it, of Catwoman, which was essentially a thief.
Mm-hmm. Cat burglar. Well, that's what Catwoman really was, and nothing more than it was just a cat burglar.
Right.
Literally, she was a thief.
Right.
Jewelry, heists. That was her thing.
And the best part about it was they never actually called her Catwoman. And the actual, like, you know, she always wore the ears, all right? It was actually just her goggles that she flipped up. That made it look like, so they did clever little things like that to make it seem like, you know, that she clearly is Catwoman, but we don't have to actually call her Catwoman.
Okay.
You know? The first time I saw The Dark Knight Rises, I was very disappointed. The more I've watched it, the more I've liked it. So I'm very glad to see that all 3 Christopher Nolan movies are in the top 5.
And my sentiment was I had, we'll get to the first one, but after that one came out, I wasn't having a high expectation of it because I said, there's no way you're going to trump number 1.
Right.
So I kind of go in with that expectation, and so I could find myself at least enjoying it.
Right.
Because I wasn't expecting to be over the top. But
Okay. All right. So number 2 is Captain America: Civil War. The 2016 movie, directed by the brothers Anthony Russo and Joe Russo, starring Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson, and Sebastian Stan. Basically, it's an Avengers movie. They just slapped Captain America's name first.
they should just call it They should just call it Avengers Captain America.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, now I'm pretty sure we all have strong opinions about this movie because it is a Civil War movie. Like, so. Would you like to go first, Derek?
Well, I have to say, sad to say, that of the Captain America movies, that's the only one I missed.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. So
yeah.
it's a really good movie. You should totally watch it.
Okay, and I mean to.
Okay.
So,
Terry, why don't you go next?
I hated it. I hated. I never came so close to walking out of a movie as I did watching this film. Never have I watched a movie that I came so close to walking out of.
Obviously, you never watched Benji the Hunted, but go ahead.
I think that movie's called The Edge, Arnie, all right? Which is a great movie, all right? Well, one man can do another. That's a different movie, all right? That's
Okay.
All right. Yes, I am not a comic book weenie. I don't know the origins of all of this. I don't know where really Captain America's heart was at, or really Iron Man's heart was at. I don't know, and for the most part, I don't give a crap, all right? The thing that I couldn't stand about this was it failed at its utmost core of being a superhero movie. The whole essence of the entire film was, let's watch all of your superheroes act like brats to each other and fail miserably.
Now, you see, I think you're looking at it wrong. Honestly. Okay. I think if you look at them as this is an Avengers movie, this is The Empire Strikes Back that sets up the Infinity Wars. So it's supposed to be that way. So my opinion is, first of all, it's a great movie, if only because it had that one shot of Captain America pulling down the helicopter.
You know, I absolutely agree with you. Right.
Okay.
I absolutely agree with you. Right. That's why Han Solo was trying to kill Luke in The Empire Strikes Back. Oh, no, wait, he wasn't. All right. That's, right. Yeah. Okay. No, that's why Chewie actually turned his back on Han and tried to kill him. Oh, no, wait. He didn't. Oh, wait. So that's when Luke said he was going to go after Yoda with a lightsaber. Oh, no, he didn't. Wait a second. There was no backstabbing each other hero element. There was, like, this whole movie was about the heroes in fighting only each other, and that's where it failed. And I had an opportunity, could have fixed it very simply at the end, and they didn't do it. It was, you know, so I can't stand the comparison of the empires. And I just told our guests that we don't do social issues on here, but this is kind of a social issue. you know, totally a social. I can't stand the concept of comparing it to The Empire Strikes Back, because it's not. The Empire Strikes Back was about the heroes not succeeding in defeating evil, as opposed to the heroes not succeeding in completely killing each other, which is
fair
what.
Point.
Yeah.
Fair point.
So
I still stand by it. This is the one that's going to make Infinity Wars awesome. Because honestly, I thought the second Avengers movie was it was okay. It was fine, but it wasn't exciting. It didn't set you up for anything else. It was just kind of there. Civil War got everybody involved. Everybody was fighting, like me and you. Right. So we're all like going to go see the Infinity Wars to see the heroes get back together and fight something bigger than that.
But you're wrong, though.
Okay, you're not going to go see it?
I'm not going to go see it.
Okay, so
I know there's like there was a whole wave of, and this is where the problem came. There's the whole wave of people that I had talked to. Not enough to really to make a difference. All right, that like this kind of killed the Marvel series for me. I was very excited about Marvel movies until I saw Civil War. As soon as that happened, I pretty much haven't seen any of them since they came out. I may see them when they come out on DVD, because they destroyed the whole essence of what made. Remember the first Mission Impossible movie?
Yeah.
Okay, The original Mission Impossible movie, all right? Based off the series, the TV series that helmed a main character named Jim Phelps, all right? And what was your main issue? And ever since then, you've had issues with Mission Impossible movies ever since.
It's not a Mission Impossible movie.
Okay, why?
Okay, because they killed off the entire team and made it a Tom Cruise movie, which is fine.
But that wasn't
it's
the big. That wasn't the biggest problem, though. What was the biggest problem you had? They made the hero character.
Right.
They made the hero character of the television
But
series
Iron
be
Man
the
didn't
bad guy.
actually kill Captain America, and Captain America didn't actually kill Iron Man. So we're still.
No. But Captain America's little buddy murdered a crap ton of people.
Yeah, but they have no names. It's gonna be good. Let's move on to number one before we run out of time and somebody else knows. All right, first Captain America helicopter. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a visual thing.
Well, at least it wasn't a cameo of Charlie's Angels in it. That would have.
That wouldn't have been good. Okay, so the number one movie on this list is, I'm sure this will shock you, The Dark Knight, the 2008 movie, directed by Christopher Nolan, starring Christian Bale, Heath Ledger, Aaron Eklund, and Michael Caine. And won't we let Derek start this one? Because poor Derek couldn't talk much of the last one.
Well, I have to say this was probably one of my favorite Batmans of all time. I mean, Heath Ledger just made that Joker insane. Just totally insane. And you can see the progression of his insanity throughout the whole movie. That's the one thing that's great about this kind of movie, is that you can watch it again and again and again and suddenly see things you didn't see the first time. And
you never look at pencils the same way again.
You want to see a magic trick?
No.
For those of you who haven't seen the movie, get a life, all right? And go watch this movie. Yeah, get a life. Go watch a 2+ hour movie alone by yourself that's not even in theaters anymore. But there's a scene in it where the Joker takes a guy's head and puts a pen on the table and mashes the guy's head into it.
Yeah.
Now, I want to talk about that scene because there's a very personal story between me and Arnie about that scene. When we went to see the movie, the Joker murders some guy with a pen, makes it disappear, all right? And I'm pretty sure in a theater full of people, it was packed, it was opening night.
Oh yeah, it was packed.
All right. Only me and you were laughing at that scene. the guys.
It was funny, okay?
It was funny. me and Arnie were sitting next to each other, and we just thought that was the funniest thing we'd ever seen. He says, "You want to see a magic trick?" Takes the guy's head, mashes it, and the pen disappears. And it's not particularly a graphic shot, but it's like you get what if the pen went into the guy's. The guy was dead,
Oh, yeah,
all right?
yeah.
And like me and Arnie are laughing. We just started busting out laughing. Then we realized we looked around the room. We were the only people laughing in a very big and very filled theater. Yeah.
I will say, like, Batman Begins was a really good movie, but the Dark Knight was the one that made this series like the classic series that it is. This is going to be the series that every Batman's going to be compared to from now on.
Sure.
Because, I mean, honestly, no one could beat Adam West, so we just have to put him all together to the side.
Not you, a different Adam West.
Well, that's why with The Dark Knight Rises, that's why I didn't hold it in that same limelight. It was like I knew it was not going to be anything close to this. So.
Because the funny thing was, I didn't actually find Joker the scariest of those villains. I found the villain in the first one.
Scarecrow.
Thank you. His name. I found his method of taking over the city to be way more terrifying than Joker was. But Heath Ledger was just so interesting to watch. Like, you could not tear your face away from the screen. And we only got 30 seconds.
We only got 30 seconds. I got to keep pointing at the thing. Arnie, you got to cut it out. All right, seriously.
My hands are going. I'm getting excited. Okay.
Arnie, you're talking way too much, Arnie. What's wrong with you right now? I didn't want to say that is my favorite trilogy. One of my favorite trilogies of all time is that Batman. Batman Begins, I think, is probably the best rendition of a comic book movie I think ever. Yeah. But we're about ready to turn to our favorite segment of the show, Trailer Trash, and we get to watch trailers. And we get to trash them. And so we're going to watch a little opening thingy that our director made. That's pretty cool. So trailer trash segment coming up. And we're live, and they're still switching seats.
Okay, we switched.
And we switched. Okay. It is the trailer trash segment, which is where we watch trailers of upcoming movies, and we decide whether or not they're going to be trash, whether or not they're going to be good. And we give a couple of different ratings for it. We have 2 thumbs up, 2 thumbs down. We do kind of in the middle. And for extreme cases, 2 thumbs in the eye.
I'm pretty sure you're going to do that tonight.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to do that tonight, too. All right, so I think our first trailer up is going to be Venom. So let's roll the trailer for Venom. All right? So Tom Hardy doing Tom Hardy type stuff, looking very intense, and never having a lot of hair, because Tom Hardy never does. But he always has some hair.
But you can see a lot of his face in this one. It's really shocking.
I know, yeah. Now, Derek, I think you may know a little bit more about the Venom character than the rest of us.
Yeah. I mean, it originally started in the 80s as a black costume for Spider-Man, who then Peter Parker rejected, and then Eddie Brock, the reporter, ended up picking up the suit of the symbiote that later became Venom and hated Spider-Man and hated Peter Parker.
Mm-hmm.
So, watching the trailer kind of bothered me to some extent because it kind of got way off the origin of this. I mean, Spider-Man 3, which some people didn't really care for, was a little bit closer to the original story of Venom. So I'm kind of stuck in that frame. So the way this has changed, I mean, I can see the entertainment behind it. The story is a little off.
So, yeah, because he's not... Is this in the same universe as Spider-Man in this version of the movie, you think?
Well, there's no Spider-Man in here from what I'm going to gather, so... yeah, they just kind of distorted it quite a bit. The storyline. I mean, the character of Venom, though, is... I think the CGI and the way they created the character is interesting, so I'll give it credit for that.
All right, Arnie?
Well, I respect that it's screwing up the origin. I just find this trailer really interesting because it's like he's really wrestling with this other creature taking him over. Unlike the others, like Hulk has kind of a similar thing where he's wrestling with his darker self, but it's still his self.
Yeah.
There's an interior being that he's wrestling with, and that makes it more of a horror. It's got more of a horror aspect to it. So, although I can't say I'm excited, I really want to see this because it just seems darker and cooler than some of the stuff Marvel's done recently. So,
yeah. I agree. Because I can't quite tell what exactly is like, is he a good guy, bad guy? You know what I mean? Because Venom was essentially a bad guy in a way in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So when I heard they were doing this, that was a pretty graphic image right there.
Yeah,
the full film they did. I just saw the clip of like the tongue and everything. That was out there. I would be crying. So.
And Tom Hardy's just a great cast because he's a big bulky guy who can just do so much. Like.
Yeah. So. Derek, rating.
I'm gonna go more like this. There's a part of me that really likes it, and there's another part that's just I'm stuck in the original.
I'm going to do the same because even though I'm really curious about it, I'm not wiggling and giggling. I'm just like, yeah, this looks pretty solid. I want to see it. So
I got a feeling if I was hanging out with a bunch of buddies and they said, do you want to go see this? I'd go see it. I probably wouldn't go see it by myself. I'll probably wait till it comes out on DVD. If those still exist now.
Watching the man cave with popcorn, yeah.
Watching the man cave with popcorn, yeah. So I'm going to go middle of the road because I don't know enough about the Venom character to have a firm opinion. But as a movie, it looks pretty good. But after the Civil War comment, I'm a little marveled out sometimes. So, all right. Okay, so we're going to move on to our next trailer. Actually, we're going to do different from the list. We're going to do Incredibles 2 first. If we can do that one first, I want to talk about Incredibles 2 because I want to save the last trailer for last.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's roll Incredibles 2. All right.
Yeah.
Now.
Okay, so do you know when this is coming out? This summer, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's coming out this summer. Yeah, in June it's coming out. Now it's a they've been talking about this movie for years.
Well, yeah, the other one hasn't been out.
It's 14 years, I think, since the first one came out, because that was 2004. It's been 14 years,
right?
Since this one came out. Now, again, we talked about Incredibles before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not a huge fan. I can't, honestly, it's been so long since I've seen it, I can't remember why I wasn't a huge fan, but I just wasn't. I've never had the urge to see the movie again. Even though I remember I did like Craig T. Nelson's character, which is probably why I'm not excited about this trailer.
Right.
Because as much as I love family comedies where the dad's the idiot, I'm kind of like, all right, I'm kind of done with that. Like, I want to just.
Oh, you don't want to see Mr. Mom?
No, I don't. Like, I don't know. It's not grabbing me at all. At all. Although Jack's always awesome. Like, he's the best. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what I feel.
Yeah, it's just not really, you know. I'm going to call it like Chinese democracy. It took Guns N' Roses 10 years to come out with an album that flopped. It's kind of feeling I'm getting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now it looks like there could be some funny parts in it.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
yeah.
Pixar usually is great, but like
Right.
I'm just not excited. Just not excited.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I'm not excited because, right, it does seem kind of like, all right, for 14 years we're doing like another one about because the first one was about the father trying to deal with normal life too, and then this one's about
the father trying to deal with normal life.
Oh, right, yeah. And look, after, having 3 kids, he knows nothing about children. Like, it's like, oh, wow, that joke is about as old as sand on a beach. I mean, it's not, I mean, it's just not really.
Life with father. I mean, I don't know.
Right. So, all right. Derek, rating.
Sorry.
Double thumbs down.
It's just not.
I don't even know that I care enough to give it double thumbs down. I'm just like, who cares? It's been 14 years. I've moved on. You should too. So.
Arnie's not even. Arnie's a hand wave. Like, we're not going to acknowledge this.
This must be a new rating.
This is new rating.
Don't even waste my time.
Wow. Okay. I was gonna do probably like it does look funny at parts, and I guess if my nephew wanted to go see it, I'd probably go see it with him. But I'm gonna do 1 down and 1 up because it looks funny. It looks funny enough to go see if you needed to go watch a movie with kids. But down because it doesn't really look all that original.
I mean, if my nephew wanted to go see it, I'd be talking him into seeing Christopher Robin. I mean,
yeah. If my nephew wanted to go see it, I'd probably kill it, but I'd probably want him to go see this movie. Let's roll the trailer for the next movie and the last movie.
To see this movie, your sister-in-law is never going to let you go out with your nephew again.
I know. All right, so we're going to roll the trailer for Deadpool 2. And I was just told by the producers we can't play the audio on this because there's like a lot of swearing in this trailer. Okay.
Yeah.
I saw the first movie and it was just like such a rotten, guilty pleasure of just horribleness that it just makes you laugh. And the commercials for this film have just been so god awful about some of the humor is just so wrong. It's marvelous. Like Marvel's going to have a new level of just being marvelous because of this. This is just the first one was just so bad in so many ways of just graphic horribleness that it was phenomenal. This trailer.
So I gather you kind of liked it.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
I realized I just forgot the name of the actor who's
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
No, I know Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, okay,
the bad guy in this. This I will say this: the difference with this trailer is, Josh Brolin's playing that part.
I love how this is from the studio that brought you 27 dresses.
Yeah, I know.
Of course, that studio would bring us this movie.
So yeah, Josh Brolin playing the bad guy in this. It looks fantastic. Okay. Derek, your opinion.
I can't wait to go see this.
Yeah,
I mean, the first movie was such a classic that I've probably seen the movies 3 or 4 times before it went on to Blu-ray, which I probably saw that a dozen times afterwards.
Yeah. Terry Crews is in it too.
All right, in that case, I just watched it. I just love Terry. So, I haven't read any of the Deadpool comics. Is this close to what Deadpool's supposed to be, or is it?
Oh, yeah.
Does it matter?
He's totally he'll narrate. It's like to a T. He'll narrate with the readers. Like if you're reading the book, he's narrating to the readers just like he is in these movies. And he's a total assassin and he's a total comedian in the whole process.
And I believe actually the guy who wrote one of the original ones described Deadpool as Ryan Reynolds in a superhero costume, and so that's how Ryan Reynolds fought really hard to get these movies made.
Yeah, these are his babies. So
that's what I understand too. Ryan is not even a comic book fan.
posters for this film, the trailers for this film. I'm gonna jump right into my rating, which you could probably guess is like 2 thumbs up.
I think it's like 2 thumbs way up.
2 thumbs.
For this.
What is the opposite of 2 thumbs in the eye? Do we have something for that?
How about maybe?
Yes, just like.
Boom.
Yes, please. Yes, thank you. Over and over again. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Jenna's getting sick over here.
Yes.
Just watching
Yes.
Actually,
Derek.
I have to pay homage to. Where is it? Sorry, I didn't hear. Where is it?
All right.
I mean, I haven't
There we
seen. Oh, there's a picture there.
Yes. So Derek.
Said.
Yeah. Yes. Your rating for this one.
Oh, definitely. We already said it. Boom.
Yeah. Arnie.
All right. So I haven't seen the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I know, right? But this has. So I'm gonna give it 1 thumb for Ryan Reynolds and 1 thumb for Terry Crews. So we're just gonna go.
Okay.
See, yeah,
All right. Yes.
It just works for me.
Yes.
So. Okay. So wow, this one got pretty heated. We should do comic books more often.
We should do comic books definitely more often. Yeah. And Jenna's still in the audience, and I know Jenna. I hate myself for liking the first movie too. Like I get it, all right. I can see the look from the crowd. I hate the fact that I am overjoyed about these trailers. I get it, all right. I'm wrong. I'm terrible. I admit it. I'm gonna see this movie. So this has been an interesting show.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun. We did have a few polls, and we found out that people like Superman better than Captain America.
All right.
Which was interesting. So
we should ask them if they'd like to see a magic trick on the show next time.
Yeah, we should.
I'm not volunteering for that.
No. I need my pen.
I mean, it's kind of the first time. It's, I'm just saying. Can't, the joke might be old.
Like Incredibles joke. So.
We're probably going to get some flack for that.
We're definitely going to get some flack for that one. But this has been fun. I want to thank people in the Facebook Live room. And I want to thank Jenna Brooks for coming in, for being a fun guest. This is awesome. Always good to see you.
Probably the only adult on the show tonight.
Definitely the only adult, I think, in the whole building. Like in the general zip code, she's like the only adult. But Derek, this has been great having you. You've been on the show more and more now. It's been a lot of fun. It's just like that's just sort of your seat now.
Well, we had to play a little switcheroonie here.
Yeah, I know.
To celebrate Days of Future Past.
Yes, yes. Switch up the schedule entirely and have the producer yelling in my ear because I screwed it up.
That was planned.
Yeah.
It was just the way we wanted it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
It was a shift in the time continuum.
Yeah. But a couple great things happened.
That's the beautiful thing about live.
That's the beautiful thing about live. A couple great things happened tonight, though. We finally named the gopher. Adam West. All right. Is his name.
Yep.
Arnie has a leather jacket.
I do.
Yes.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's a good jacket.
Paint underneath her fingernails.
Yep.
All right. This is the Late Night Live Show. We're on every Wednesday night from 7 to 8 p.m. We interview we interview authors, actors, comedians, musicians on the show. We're on Facebook Live on Narrow Street Films. Like Narrow Street Films, become a member of our little world here and comment. And I don't know what our topic is for next week. I think thrillers.
Thrillers, yeah.
Action thrillers is our topic.
Michael Jackson's Thriller either.
Yeah. And so not Michael Jackson's Thriller, not that at all. Wasn't really all that thrilling. I want to thank the whole crew. I want to thank CTV 21. This is Terry Traynor, KJ Traynor, Derek.
Peace.
We're out.